October 2014 in Kansas City, Missouri. Monday Night Raw is coming in town for the big go-home show to Hell in a Cell. I wanted to go, but at the same time, the World Series was going on in Kansas City. The Royals had made their first appearance in 29 years, and I had a job with a limo company. After a nice long day of driving, I get a call saying, "You've got one more pickup," and they send me the location to go pick them up. Not real happy that I'm going to have to continue to work today. I wanted to get home and watch Monday Night Raw. As I get to the location and stop, I look up, and standing right in front of me is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. And I'm kind of starstruck just right there, staring at him in his flannel shirt and his sweatpants and his gray beard and his rollaway suitcase. I look down at my information and find out that that's who I'm supposed to have, Michael Francis Foley. So I jump out of my car and approach him real quick and let him know I was his driver. We exchanged some pleasantries, and then he immediately asked if it was okay if he sat in the front of the vehicle with me. He didn't like riding in the back. It made him a little motion sick from, I guess, years up and down the road. So absolutely. We get him loaded in, and we start pulling away, and he asks if we can make a quick stop at a beauty supply store because he needs some black dye for his graying goatee. He didn't want the gray on TV that night, he said. I quickly find one and comes back out. They didn't have what he wanted. So I offered to take him to another beauty supply store not too far away. He said, "No, it's no big deal. The company will take care of it for me." So we just start in on our trip down to the arena from the airport. And in Kansas City, that's about a 40-minute drive on a good day. But we're in the middle of the World Series week. There's a lot of out-of-town tourists, not to mention Monday Night Raw's in town tonight. So that 40-minute drive is more than an hour that I get to spend with Mick Foley sitting right next to me as we just chat like two normal guys about baseball. He told me about his dad taking him to the Mets. I told him about my dad taking me to the Royals. As we get near the Sprint Center where Monday Night Raw is going to be that night, the whole area is blocked off by the police. I wave down the police officer in front of me and tell him I've got a performer at the Sprint Center tonight in the car. We need to get to the building. He asks me who I have. I say, "It's Mick Foley right here." He looks at him, has no idea who Mick Foley is, tells me to wait, and turns around and walks away. And so we wait for a minute or two, and he said, "Don't worry about it. I'll get it." He pulls out his little flip phone and dials a number, and next thing I hear is, "Hey, Steph, I'm a block outside of the arena. The police have it blocked off," and they exchange a few other things. He asks for some black dye for his goatee for the night. A minute later, I see the officer in front of me pull his radio up to his ear. He's talking to someone, and then suddenly he moves the barricade, and he waves Mick and I through. I give him my phone number in case I was able to pick him back up after the show. Told him I was going to miss the show because of the job and wondered what I'd be missing out on tonight. He said, "Well, I can't tell you anything, really, but I'll tell you this. Santa Claus is going to be on Monday Night Raw tonight." And sure enough, there was Santa Claus in the form of Mick Foley's button-down Santa Claus shirt for his promo with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
As someone who's been now taken to the building, to these giant arenas, something I really didn't do before. With New Japan, we just kind of took a bus there. But now sometimes we take an Uber or get a personal ride. And as a performer, it's kind of hard to get in the building when the security people are just doing their job. You got to have a badge. Sometimes you don't carry the badge with you, and it's like, what do you do? So Mick Foley did it perfectly right. You just got to kind of chill out, and just eventually it will get settled up. And sometimes you got to call the boss's daughter and have her bring you in. I like this story because I could honestly see what was happening as he was telling the story. I like that this person wanted to get home to watch wrestling, took another job, picked up one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. And I like that because of this anonymous caller, Santa Claus was able to make it to the arena for a true wrestling Christmas miracle. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.